Welcome, this is Real Estate Motivated. I don't know if it's your first time tuning in or not, but my name is Reggie Mead. This is my YouTube channel, and now we're embarking on a new series titled Fran Street. So Fran Street is an existing historic triplex, that's 3 units, and a new construction duplex, which is 2 units, all sit on the same lot. So my goal is for you guys by the end of this series to be able to know more about construction, to know more about tax abatements, to know more about historic tax credits on the federal and state side. So yeah, stick around, learn. You're gonna be learning a lot more of like, your drywall sub, quitting in the middle of drywall, city water line breaking when your dumpster is delivered on top of it. A tree falling down on the roof literally less than 24 hours after you finish wrapping it up. Listen, stick around, you're not gonna regret it. Like, subscribe, share this video. Let's get into it. Let's talk about the property a little bit. So the lot itself is a little bit over 6,000 square feet. The existing structure is about 4,000 square foot. It's including the existing structure and the setbacks. The new construction is a little bit over 2,000 square feet with the setbacks included. So this area is, the property is located in downtown Baton Rouge. Current zoning is A4. So in this area of Baton Rouge, A4 is like getting a golden ticket. It's like, winning the lottery a little bit. So basically in the past, we've had properties that we had to rezone for A4. So usually properties in the area are usually about A3.1 or A3.3. So with these properties, your density is low. So it's about, I believe A3.1 is about 11.5 units per acre. But with A4, it maximizes it to like 43 units per acre. So obviously you get more units and more doors within that square footage of that lot. So yeah, this is flood zone X, so minimal flood. You don't have to worry about that in this area. It's a really downtown, young professionals working area. It's a very great area for us. So it used to be a shed right here. I believe I'll put a clip at the bottom of the screen. So it used to be a shed right here, and also it used to be like the house was extended. So we had to demo that portion of the house just to have enough setback in between the 2 properties, and also demo the shed, and then we like pretty much graded the lot. So then after that, walked with my sub, and we have this right here. So this pretty much tells us exactly where the flood elevation needs to be, where the floor needs to be, stuff like that. And that's pretty much what we're getting an inspection for tomorrow, before we start framing. So we did demo, grading, and then we did footings. So the footings pretty much, footings is different. So it really depends on what kind of foundation you want to go with. If you go with slab, it's straight concrete. But if you go with footings, you actually have to dig. Pretty much you have to dig around the out perimeter of the house, and you're pretty much really trying to think about, how would you say it? How would you describe it? Like,
you would dig almost like a trench, kinda.
Yeah,
so you're digging a trench around the house. Of course, it's a design trench, like plans wise, and then you fill that trench with cement, and then
don't forget the rebar.
Yeah, rebar.
The rebar, we had a situation with the rebar. We had to find additional rebar, and then we actually had to bend the rebar, because the company that we went with didn't do it. So the sub, there was a change order for him. I guess it made extra money on us. So for him to be able to bend it, do it like that, it is like a really like tedious thing. So he can have that. So we did footings, rebar, concrete, and then that's where you came in.
Yep.
Can you explain just pretty much like the concrete we're dealing with? Like, so basically it's 2 companies. So we got the concrete company and the pump company. So if you could just talk about that.
Well, so for those 2 companies, concrete is expensive right now. Everything's expensive right now. But so the concrete and the pump company are 2 different companies. So The pump is what you would have connected to the concrete truck or connected to whatever, and that you can walk around with and actually fill in the ground instead of just having to dump the concrete truck, lay out, and drop the cement wherever. So you gotta get those two companies. Make sure that they're cool with each other or like know each other and work together before. The two companies I had definitely worked together before, so they're kind of familiar with each other, and that makes the whole process a lot smoother because they know how the hookups and everything goes with that. But yeah, definitely concrete pumps, two different things. Didn't know that when I was starting.
No, definitely. And like, this is the first new construction in Baton Rouge I did. I did three in New Orleans, but in New Orleans you had to get pilings. Out here, surprisingly, you didn't have to do it. But you can see like the house, like the elevation of just how it is, where you can see more of like the cement bricks a little bit more exposed here, but just to get that straight elevation. I thought that was pretty neat. But yeah, so this is gonna be a new construction duplex. So it's gonna be one in the front, one bed, one bath in the front, and then in the back it'll be 2 beds, 1 bath. So I'll be able to like show the plans for this one. But I mean, yeah, I mean, what else you got? You got something about this one? Or we pretty much?
Nah, that's pretty much it with this one. Getting a subfloor inspection Monday, right?
So we got the subfloor inspection tomorrow, and with that I also have the surveyor. He's gonna come out here. He has to just pretty much give me a certificate to confirm that the flood elevation matches the original FEMA certificate that he gave me, matches what it is now. And also we had to get termite spray.
Right.
And they came out, got that straight. So I believe they do it in the beginning and they do it in the end as well. You need that just to pass. And also get your bank draw as well. So yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it for this one. Trying to fly through this one.
Yep. What's the timeline left on this one?
On this one, I'm like, today is November what, 3rd, 4th,
5th.
5th? Oh, it's moving already. God.
Yep.
Hey. So I have a goal of getting this done by December 31st. By December 31st.
Yep.
Yeah, so
December 31st, it should be able to be ready to be occupied.
I'm saying December 31st for it to be fully like fully ready for like final inspection.
Gotcha.
Because they move a little bit slow, so I don't want to like, you know.
Yeah.
So with them, it might be like January 1st, January 10th. You know, during the
Right.
holidays, it might not try to work like that.
Right.
You know what I mean? So,
But it'll be done for them to be able to inspect.
exactly. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Definitely. Listen, the thing about construction budgets, like, today is January 12th. You know, sometimes things don't go as planned. You know what I mean? So I'll tell you what happened. So with our construction budget, it's not my fault, obviously. But so we were pushed back with our construction budget. I would say one thing was plumbing. So plumbing, we had to do a sewer tie-in. We had to pretty much make a decision if we were gonna tie the existing house's line next to the new construction, or we were gonna go on the street and do it. The plumber was trying to make sure we were straight, but also wanted to make sure that we weren't wasting our time doing something, not doing another thing. Yeah, which I understand. And also, what else happened? Also, I want this to be honest. I want this to be real. You know, some people say, yeah, we ran through it, or it was perfect. No, it's not like that all the time. And plus, for me, I don't feel like I'm some kind of expert. I feel like I am still learning, and that's the point of this, to track my journey as my growth continues and just share real things, because in the things that happen in construction, everything happens at a cost. So it's like, you know, if you can learn from someone else's mistakes, you'll be in better shape, and that's the main reason of this channel. So we are outside the existing triplex. Yeah, so I guess you can see I'm going with hardy siding. Pretty much gonna have to replace these transoms with new glass. And also trying to cut costs by keeping the same exact windows and replacing them with glass. Just making them operable.
Is that just for cutting costs, or is that because of historic as well?
That's what historic is as well. Now, I got one quote for, I think it's like $1,200 to install new windows, which is good. I believe Home Depot had them at like $1,500 per window. So labor, I went with labor, it'll be like $2,000 just to replace the glass in there, and also I threw the transoms in there as well.
Yeah.
But that's not a bad cost. They really just have to just buy glass for it.
Right.
So that won't be bad. Yeah, man. I mean, Trying to cut costs. But yeah, definitely with historic. They definitely want us to keep wooden windows. So yeah, and I'll be yeah. So when I was replacing the siding, actually, I was kind of rushing, and I was like, yeah, just take off the window sill, stuff like that.
Yeah.
So we had to replace it. So pretty much trying to match it with the original historic wood window sill. And also I have to put like a seal at the top as well. I mean, yeah, man. Play as myself. It happens. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It happens, and you get a text from mine saying, "Hey, man, you missed this," or you know what I mean. So it happens. It happens.
Hey, man, I just be taking notes, dog.
And I don't like my site's dirty, and it's dirty. Right, it's very dirty right now. I just want to give a special shout out to Corey Scott. I think he's in New York right now. Special shout out to Corey Scott. But they'll be back here on Monday. They do really great work. But they like to clean at the very end. But yeah, man, it's a new working relationship. He's been doing good so far. Yeah, man, we're coming to this first unit. This one, yeah, so this is basically going to be the living room. I don't know, man, this mess is like bothering me. But yeah, so living room, kitchen. So it's like an L-shaped kitchen right here. Fridge, here goes. Fridge, oven, sink, dishwasher. Yeah, so these are pretty much 1-1s, downtown Baton Rouge, good location. I mean, pretty good. Bedroom, closet, nice little walk-in closet. So for the HVAC guy had to come down like this. So we'll basically have to create a fur down just to be able to hide that. Initially I was gonna do it like right here, but it'll look weird if you don't just do the whole thing.
Right.
So just doing a fur down for that. So we also came into a pickle with this. So basically the floor plan had it as tub, toilet, and vanity. So this is the washer and dryer. This is the encasement to be exposed. So basically what I made the final decision to do is to close this up, close this entry up into the closet, just have a wall, and then pretty much move the toilet right here. Move the toilet right here, have the vanity right here, drywall close up this window, and then the tub, just to make it as functional as possible. I'm not sure what happened with the architect. This is the only mishap that I wasn't really like a fan of for the plans. I mean, yeah, because originally what we were gonna do was have the tub go from right here to right here and build a wall. But I would have had to rewrite all this electrical work. It's just too much, bro.
So what made the mishap happen? What caused it so you had to move everything around? What made the plans have to be changed?
I feel like next time, our next project is looking at the plans, just to section it off room by room and really examine it. Right. Instead of just looking at the whole entire space. I definitely learned that lesson because I'm looking. It just wasn't really like functional. Really will look good. Yeah. I mean, nobody wants to just be right here and using the bathroom and just looking at the washer and dryer. Right. But it's better than having it over here next to the tub and then the vanity. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like,
yeah.
It's just trying not to spin to have to get this fixed, but also just trying to make it functional. What do you think? What do you think about it?
I actually didn't even know you were changing this up in here. I remember this particular room had a custom bathtub. Is what he had on the plans, right? Wasn't it this the room where he had the big custom?
So that was
bathtub?
the next unit.
That's the next unit.
That was the next unit.
Gotcha.
So
gotcha.
Yeah. So this was actually the only one that actually had a tub, and the other ones were actually just showers.
Gotcha.
But yeah.
Like, I might have to look at the plans again and see. I didn't know you were changing it up in here.
Yeah.
But I know that happens all the time. That's something that definitely happens. I don't want to say all the time, but it definitely happens since I've been here a good couple of times where we have plans and you come in and it looks good on the paper and then you get in there and you're like, it's not super functional. We got to make it functional.
It's just, I don't know. It just happens. And I know if I would have called Anthony, he would have been like, well, you got it. You feel like,
yeah.
It's all you, like, you know what I'm saying? So I just made a judgment call to really like just pretty much just cover up this window. Like we've done it before in the past.
Yeah.
I thought it would have been really good for like some natural light.
Yeah.
But it just gotta go. It's just in a bad spot, bad with the plans.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's like, there's only certain things you can really do with these historic properties. So closing this up, because I felt like, man, you want to go to the closet, just walk around. Like,
right.
Like it's not a house, it's an apartment. You know what I mean? Like it could be.
You was trying to give them a little more fancy stuff. It didn't work out that way.
Exactly. Storage purposes, keeping this fireplace. I know that was mandatory. Keeping all these fireplaces, replacing the tile, trying to match it. I know that's gonna be a journey. trying to match this tile. But yeah, we can go to the next unit. Yeah, so for this one, another fireplace, trying to get it. So basically how they have it is living room, kitchen right here. It'll be fridge, oven, sink. So not the biggest, not the biggest living room, but great location. I mean, bigger than the studio.
Yeah.
So yeah, so for this one, so this is the one with the Mr. Knox, the plumber. He says custom shower, but it's, I mean, I wouldn't say custom. Like that just sounds more expensive than what it needs to be.
Yeah, it definitely sounds more expensive.
So yeah, so basically, 24-inch vanity, 24-inch vanity, toilet, then the shower. So the shower would be 32 inches off. So that's where it'd be. 32 inches off.
Where is it again? One more time.
I got this 24-inch vanity.
Yeah.
Toilet, shower coming off about 32 inches. So.
Gotcha.
Nothing too crazy. Washing and dryer. Washing and dryer. Then you got bedroom. In that bedroom, you're able to, come out here, take a walk, do whatever you want to do.
Yeah. Got your custom patio.
Yeah, good location, bro.
Yeah, great location.
Yeah, man, I mean, and up here we had, for each unit, we had to do a fire separation wall. So pretty much that's 5/8 drywall, along with the framing at the top.
And what's that for?
So that's pretty much just to prevent, like, if a fire happens on the other side, it'll buy time so it doesn't happen and it flows over to the next side.
Right.
This one is pretty much the same. Well, similar to the one next door. So yeah, this one, living room, kitchen, bathroom. Toilet, tub, vanity. So.
And this one, is this wall gonna be closed up, or is it gonna be access to the bathroom from both sides?
Both sides. So it'll be a 24-inch door on both sides.
Okay.
Yeah. And this one, bedroom. I think this may be my favorite one. So
Yeah,
bedroom,
this one seems like the biggest one too.
Yeah. So bedroom, closet, and then you'll have like the entry in the back with a washer and dryer. Yeah. So pretty much, yeah, what's been done so far, framing is about 95% complete. Have to do a couple changes, rough electrical, rough HVAC, CLS builders, Corey Scott's doing those. Plumbing is about, I would say 70% done with Mr. Knox. You know Mr. Knox company? Is it Knox Plumbing? You know Mr. Knox company?
I have no clue. I just know Mr. Knox.
Shout out to Mr. Knox, man. Yeah, so once those three are complete, we'll be able to get a open wall inspection, and that'll be pretty much like MEP. That'll be framing all at once, and then we'll be able to put insulation and close these walls up. This structure is historic, so with it being historic, I don't know if it's your first time or not, but we talked about it in the past. So this is historic, so it qualifies for state and federal tax credits. So basically what that is, it's more of like, in simpler terms, it's more of like a rebate for your construction costs. So pretty much what happens is you pick a house up, shake it, whatever's still in the house, it qualifies as a QRE. So that includes cabinets, carpentry, that includes paint, that includes flooring. So pretty much anything you're doing to pretty much get this historically rich architectural structure back to its existing form is probably a QRE. So with that saying is, it originally was 20% of that cost, but now they've increased it 25%. So it's 25% of that cost, and you'll be able to sell that rebate at, which is 85 to 95 cents on the dollar, and you'll be able to get that back, and that's to be able to be monetized. Now, federal side, it gets a little bit tricky. That's more of a, I wouldn't say you're monetizing it, but that's strictly on the federal side, to where it is more as a rebate for the next 5 years towards your taxes. You have to be a real estate professional or qualified as one. It gets tricky. So let's just focus on the state. Let's just keep it simple. So another way being strategic with this property was tax abatement. So tax abatement is pretty much an application where you're able to apply with the state, and you're able to pay the pre-construction costs. Pre-construction cost taxes. Let me bring that back. Got a little bit of tongue tied. So you're able to pay the pre-construction taxes. So those property taxes that you're paying before you rehabbed it, that's what you'll be paying. So and you're able to get that. It depends on what they approve it for. It can be anywhere from 5 to 10 years. But the past projects that we've done have been roughly about 5 years. So that's able to help you, especially if you have an exit plan to sell within 3 to 5 years. Yeah, so I feel this is pretty much a win-win. It's a high demand area. It is, as I mentioned, like young professionals, downtown Baton Rouge. So you're able to, get a really good rent without killing the market, and also getting those kickbacks for tax abatements, and also the tax abatements and the tax credits. So it is a rainy day today, so construction is pretty much a no-go today. So I'll be inside the office working on some development stuff. So on the construction side, I handle pretty much day-to-day material, one-on-one contact with the subs, pretty much, point of contact with the construction side. On the development side, I'll be handling pretty much 2 things. So I'll be handling the restoration tax abatement, which is basically, I've explained on the channel before, so that's basically when you apply with an application to have your property taxes stay the same pre-renovation. So if you were paying $500 a year, $1,000 a year pre-rehab, and now you have an increase in value where your property taxes would be looking at maybe like $2,000, $2,500. It just depends, rough numbers, but you will basically apply for the program, and you'll be able to pay those property taxes for the first 5 years. So if your exit strategy is a 5-year sale, it's pretty good. So if you are buying a property, you want to know if somebody even applied for that program. So, but other thing is the historic tax credits. So basically, this is 2 different projects. So one project is a new construction duplex. Other project is a existing historic renovation. So everything with the existing project qualifies for, well, not everything. So we can actually go through that now. So for the existing, so we're looking at like windows, roof shingles, HVAC, electrical, looking at paint, lumber for framing, things like that. So a lot of things where you can just pick the house up and just shake it and it stays, it qualifies as a QRE, which is a qualified rehab expenditure. Now, examples of a non-qualified would be purchase price, would be landscaping, would be appliances, so stuff like that. So I guess I can give rough numbers on this and how it works. So basically, historic tax credits, you get 2. You get federal and you get state. So for state, you're able to monetize it and sell it off as a certificate. So I'll give you some rough numbers and also put it on the screen for you. Learn something real quick, So let's say acquisition, these are just rough numbers, it's not real numbers, it's rough numbers. So let's say acquisition was $110,000, construction cost was $260,000, and altogether you are all in for the project at $370,000. So the construction costs, let's say, so we already discussed acquisition is not a qualified rehab expenditure QRE. So you'll be basically focusing on construction costs. So out of the $260,000 that you spent, let's just say $220,000 is actually a QRE. So with that, you're able to monetize and basically, sell it. So basically in the state, originally, it used to be 20%, but now it's 25% of your construction cost. So now you'll be looking at $55,000. So what would happen is you would give it like a broker, and you would be able to monetize and sell. Sometimes you can sell for, I've seen 85 cents on the dollar to 91 cents on the dollar. It's my personal experience. But let's say for this one, you're able to monetize 91 cents on the dollar, and you're able to get back $50,050. I mean, that works. So that's just an example, and that's only on the state side. So you're still able to get tax credits on the federal side, but it's a little bit different of a program. So let me see. Yeah, it's pretty much both of them. So that's what I'm doing on the developer side, the tax abatements and the storage tax credit. So yeah, I pretty much play both sides of the field. Right now, I feel like I'm in developer school, so learning a lot, going through it. So yeah, let's just get back to it. I'm about to hop in and get focused on this paint for the existing. I wanted to go with like something that's like bright. I want to go with like a money green or like olive green, something like that. Yeah, man. So I guess the next step we'll be looking at like tile fixtures. The hardest thing about that is basically just trying to find, and stay within the budget to find some price per square foot. Like it's so easy to go with white subway tile because it's so cheap versus going with like something that's on like Zia tile is like expensive as hell. So yeah, man, let's get into it. Hopefully I'll push you on some game real quick. Yeah, let's get into the project. So finishing up these corrections from frame inspection yesterday. Frame inspection was yesterday. We failed it because of the window. So these historic windows were a little bit slanted. So we changed maybe like one 2x4 on them and a couple things, maybe like 3 or 4 windows. So once we did that, the inspector said that once we altered it, we had to come and change pretty much every window we touched up to the new code. So pretty much with that, we would have to change the 2x4s on them, and I can kind of like show you. So like the header up here, had to change the header, make sure the header was straight. Also this one is the jack stud. It gives support to the header. And this one on the outside is the king stud, goes from the base to the roof. So yeah, pretty much getting that straight. Other thing was the doors. So the doors, pretty much what happened with the doors is the header for the doors, we had them pretty much framed for the old code. New code says you have to have 2 2x4s basically sandwiched together, going vertically up with a cripple, which is like a small piece of 2x4 at the top for additional support. Yeah, man, nothing too crazy, but just hate the field inspection, trying to, keep it going, keep it moving. But yeah, getting that done. Pretty much once we get that, he said we could close the separation walls, the 5 separation walls, which are the walls between each unit. It is 3 units. But I'd rather wait, get insulation done at the same time than close everything up. So yeah. So 3 days later, finished framing. First, let's just talk about some things that happened. So first, we could talk about this. Had to move the dumpster, wait for the dumpster to come back. Had to have the city come back out because I had the dumpster sit right here so we still can frame. The dumpster went right here, broke a water line, had the water leaking for literally 7 days, but that was their fault because they didn't want to come back out. Luckily, it was on the city side, so we don't have to pay, but they came out, finally got it fixed. Man, it was 7 long days. So another thing is the architect had 2 incidents. So the windows he had windows that were really kind of I wouldn't say specialty windows, but the sizes everybody wanted to wait like 2-3 weeks for them. So the thing was, if it was historic, we would have to go with the same exact dimensions, etc. But this is new construction. The new construction does not qualify for no QREs. It's not historic, nothing. So pretty much what I did, I just changed the size. We were like 36 by 60s. Got them in there. It's only 7 windows, so got it in there. Not trying to waste no days. Other thing we got was, so the architect went based off the survey. I don't even know if he came out yet or not, but he has a driveway going straight right here, straight from right here, coming straight right here. He didn't consider the electrical pole. So with that being said, I mean, you have one option. You can reach out to electrical company and get it fixed or get it moved, but that's money. Or I suggested pretty much basically, because this is gonna have to be demoed, obviously, pretty much having the driveway going a slant. So pretty much going like right here where they can go in and out. So that way, looks like it's enough room maybe for, you think 2 parking spots? I think 2. Either way, they'll be able to come out, come back, go forth, and you know what I mean? Nothing too crazy. I mean, it's a duplex. And I can't forget the last thing. Literally the day after we finished the roof, this tree where it fell pretty much up there, bro. Literally the day after, not even 24 hours after, man. Literally. See that, man? Literally, bro, we had to get that piece fixed. Man, it's just, hey, man, another day in the life. Same lot. So right now we are here at the existing historic triplex. Folks, checking out the drywall for these units. Yeah, man, I mean, I got a wand behind the camera, of course. So pretty much what happened was we had an original sub. I think it was the original drywall I've seen in my life. I mean, I don't know how to say it. Yeah, I mean, you saw it. Wow.
Yeah, I seen it.
So pretty much the problem was they had gaps in between. Yeah, I mean, I don't think mud couldn't even fix it. So yeah, man, I mean, I was heartbroken that one of my favorite subs put on me, but so it happened. So
it happened.
We are in one of the units, so it's going to be a 1-to-1. So this is going to be the kitchen. So what's going to be a living room, kitchen, a fridge, oven, sink. This is the bathroom. Downtown Baton Rouge. Fuck, this is a really great size 1-1.
Oh yeah.
The tub, toilet, vanity, bedroom, closet.
Nice walk-in closet. Crazy walk-in closet.
So this will be like extra space. This will be pretty much washer and dryer. Exit to the bathroom.
To the balcony. Yeah. That's a nice size 1-1 for sure.
A premier location, right?
Yeah. Honestly, when you're in real estate, you gotta have some you gotta have some imagination, some creativity. When I first was in here, I was like, bro, I don't see none of this. I don't see none of this.
No, these drywall guys are really good.
Oh yeah, they doing their thing.
So, Juan, which one is your favorite unit?
So far, I like this unit. The middle unit kind of small. Don't tell nobody I said it, but
yeah.
This unit I like so far. It's between this one and the third one for sure.
Yeah. No, this is my favorite one as well. Yeah, man. So finishing up in this unit and had to have fire separation for the drywall in the attic for both of them. So this is the first one for the second one. This one's pretty much kitchen. Yeah, this one is hella small.
Yeah.
Hella small. Now that I see with the drywall. So yeah, this is the kitchen. So fridge, oven, sink. We'll have cabinets at the top. Yeah, man. Once those cabinets come in,
yeah, it's gonna be tight.
So yeah, so pretty much another historic requirement was to keep this keep this fireplace the same. So what we're gonna do is keep it. Anthony chose to whitewash it color, and then I'll replace the mirror and replace the trim around it. Kept the transom at the top. Kept the windows. Gonna repair the windows. Yes, this one is also pretty much gonna have to do a pedestal sink, toilet, stand-in shower, washer and dryer right here.
This is a shower, not super small. I've seen smaller showers.
Yeah.
I've seen smaller showers.
This would be the bedroom.
This is basically a studio with a kitchen.
Nah, fact.
Studio with an extra kitchen.
When you come through, yeah, because this one you come through for the bedroom versus that one. When you come through the washer and dryer. Yeah, this is my favorite phase. The drywall, my favorite phase.
Yeah.
But you can see what it's gonna be, really, you know.
No, facts. Plus the other one had a stupid walk-in closet. This one just, you know.
Yeah, no. At all.
I'll take it. Let me rent it for $700. I'll take it.
Yeah, this one is the last unit. Storage fireplace. Pretty much gonna have to break down this tile, replace this tile, and then keep the transom. Pretty much what we're gonna have to do is, so it's gonna be, if I can remember correctly, oven, sink, dishwasher, and fridge. I think.
Don't quote him on that.
Don't quote me on that. But yeah, so it is the living room as well. Bedroom, bathroom. Yeah, man. So we had some framing issues with this one. So pretty much how it was originally it was the door was right here, the toilet was right here, and the sink was right here. But right here, where the camera is, that's where the washer and dryer was. So you would be using the bathroom facing the washer and dryer. So I was like, man, I'm not about to do a change on this.
For that?
But yeah, but Anthony wanted to do it. So pretty much took the toilet, put the toilet right here, sink right here, door right here. Got that straight.
Had to though, no lie, cause I ain't gonna lie, people would definitely complain about sitting in the toilet facing the wash and dry.
No, you're right.
New toilet area. Wash and dry area. You'd have been right here at the toilet looking at the wash and dry.
Yeah. So this one, closet. It's a nice space.
No, this one's definitely nice. I like this one too.
So this is a new construction. Juan just got me in here talking about, what was the question?
So you want to order some gravel. So we have a stormwater drain inspection. And that inspection requires us to basically make sure none of the debris gets into the storm drain. Is that it?
Yeah. So basically we had the option to either do hay or gravel. Gravel made more sense to me because we'll be able to add the gravel. He wanted it 20 by 50 in front of the house to get the debris. And also we can pretty much, like, you see how this foundation is all wet, it's soggy. Pretty much just filling it up with gravel down there. That'll be good for that. And plus on the other side of the all of this will pretty much be cement. Like, may do a landscaping right there. But yeah,
You'll put gravel all up under there?
Yeah, so I'm saying pretty much putting gravel like along here, right here. Put the steps on top of the gravel for the walkway.
Right.
This would be like a little driveway, but the driveway doesn't go all the way, so.
Right, makes sense.
But yeah, man. So for this one we went with the Hardy Statement siding. So pretty much that one it's our first time using it, but it's pretty popular. So this siding is already painted. So pretty much what the benefit with that was, you cut costs with paint, labor, and material. This already came, but the only downside was some subs aren't familiar with doing it. So pretty much the only thing that came with it that was kind of like a little bit of a setback was the caulking for it. But that'll be fine. We can touch that up at the end. But yeah, I mean, It comes in like 10 different colors. It's a little bit dirty right now because we had rain yesterday, but no, I don't think it's bad at all. What you think?
I think it's pretty good.
Versus this one being like traditional hardy plank. Yeah. Which one you prefer?
I ain't gonna lie, the traditional looks good, but I mean,
Is it a wood grain?
yeah, because of wood grain. But I mean, we did cost about like $1 a square foot, a little over $1 a square foot. So that means you're talking about thousands of square feet, and you save thousands of dollars.
Exactly. And I think with this one, I think it might have saved me for like 6 to 10. So, yeah, it was a win-win for that. So yeah, let's just get in here and see what's the latest for the construction. Wow, which one you living in?
Which one I'm living in?
Yeah.
Whichever one is the bigger unit. You feel me? I'm taking the bigger unit.
So this one is it. Excuse my shit. But yeah, so this is gonna be the living room. Kitchen's gonna be right here. So it's kind of like an island right here, island right there. Then a little bit of open space. I think it's a good floor plan.
No, it's a good floor plan.
Washer and dryer. Bedroom. Then another bedroom. And that's the bath. Because the lot was, I believe the lot may have been 20 by 60 or 20 by 50. So with the setbacks, you didn't have a whole lot of space to play with the design.
Right.
But I feel like it was a really good functional floor plan. Yeah, man. I feel like in this market, you have to find deals like this, where you have a lot or a home, a property with a lot that's zoned correctly, or you can't get it rezoned, with the possibility of adding units or just making a deal work.
Definitely. So this is a duplex. What's the front unit? What's the back unit? So they're both two bedrooms.
So this unit is two ones, 2 bedrooms, 1 bath, and the back unit is going to be a 1-1.
Okay.
Yeah, man. So it's going good. Paint. I'm thinking what? Gray, white ceiling.
Something great. Yep.
Typical rental paint colors.
Yep. I mean, the lighter colors makes the space feel more open. I feel like you got more space in there, and then you don't want to do white because the walls get super dirty. So
Super dirty, quick, like fast, like yeah. It's like you try to like do different things, but you have to remember like budget. You know what I mean? It's a rental.
Yep.
Just go with regular white subway tile versus trying to design something.
Yep.
Like of course you want to try to make it like, you know, like faithful as possible, like some nice flooring and stuff like that. But it's like at the end of the day, it's a rental, and 9 times out of 10, the person wants a good amount of space and square footage in a great location.
Yep.
Is the setback. So between these houses, since it's on the same lot, the setback is 10 feet. So 5 feet on one side, another 5 feet on another side. So another thing that just happened to us is we have to add blocking on the inside because of fire precautions. So pretty much adding blocking along the intro and there, along like the headers and stuff like that. Adding 2x4s here, and then adding the fire foam for it. So nothing. So another quick lesson, lesson learned definitely for me, when you're going over your plans with your architect, just want to confirm that where your joists are, your flooring joists, it doesn't conflict with your plumbing pipes. So pretty much what we had to do is, we pretty much switched sides. So originally we had the plumbing pipe coming directly right here in the toilet, but right here is literally a floor joist. Couldn't break that down because the house literally be uneven, so we just switched it over. Nothing too crazy, but when you switch it over, now you gotta switch the door over. So we had to switch the door over, so we had to do a framing change order, then electrical change order. So that could have been pretty much prevented if we would have just, caught it during the plans and asked that question. But it's definitely a lesson learned for the next project we're doing. So for the new construction, we have inspections pretty much the first 2 to 3 days next week. So we have envelope inspection. So envelope inspection, I'll be honest, I was supposed to schedule this inspection prior to putting the siding on. So with that, they just want to make sure that the flashing is on. They want to make sure pretty much all the windows are installed properly. It happens. This is my first time doing new construction in Baton Rouge. So I've done 3 new construction duplexes in New Orleans, but this is my first one in Baton Rouge. So that one kind of caught me off guard a little bit. But talked to the inspector. So pretty much what he made me do is take off the top window trims for like 2 windows. Good thing the interior was already open wall, so he was able to see those things. That's why he noticed the blocking that we had to install for the setback. Yeah, so we have that inspection. We have plumbing top out, plumbing tie in. I have mechanical, which is HVAC. What else do I have? I'm missing one. And stormwater. So stormwater is pretty much just a site inspection, making sure that it's clean, and also when it rains or debris is gone, it's being caught. So we have the option of either putting hay in front of the property or put in gravel. I chose to go with gravel because we'll probably put gravel underneath the house, and probably going forward we'll probably put gravel before we put the subfloor on, just to catch some of that moisture so it doesn't mess up the foundation in the future. Yeah, so go with gravel. I know he wanted about 20 by 50 in front of the property. Yeah, already passed electrical. Yeah, man, getting back on track. Thanks for watching my latest video. Like, subscribe, comment, let me know how you feel. Stick around with us. We have a lot of things planned for this channel. A lot of great things coming out this year. Stay tuned for the content.